Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. It's just about 6 minutes before 7 o'clock. We have a very special guest in studio with us this morning as we continue to celebrate Father's Day. This morning, we want to get into chatting about the management of work and life and balancing the two, especially as a father in 2022 with a very demanding job. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's say good morning to the Honourable Symon de Nobriga, Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for communications, a.k.a. We Boss. Good morning, sir.
Morning. I'm not too sure what a We Boss thing is, but
sorry, We Boss is boss.
I like that. That's much better.
Yeah, much better. I think it's more appropriate, you know?
Yeah.
How are you doing this morning, sir?
Not bad. I got to see how you all have to spend the week. This hour to be up and ready and here and looking presentable.
And you reach later than we do.
I can blame traffic.
Oh, yeah, you can blame traffic. No, but you reach the time for your segment. I mean, later and we have to get here. So the important part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets rough. Does that mean we get more compensation? Or?
You could speak to David about that afterwards.
That was smooth, boy.
He's always do that to me.
Always deflect. Always.
I'll support it, but you speak to David.
He has anything to say at the end of the day.
Well, leave operations to operations.
We're here this morning to discuss work-life balance, right? Now, I mean, you're also a dad. You're a minister. You're MP.
Yeah.
So you have quite a lot on your plate, dealing with the communications aspect of the government, dealing with managing your constituency or representing your constituency, and then your home life.
Yes.
Because you have teenage children.
I have a teen and a preteen.
Oh, Lord.
The teenager.
How are you finding the balance in that?
Well, I suppose first we should say that this conversation is all theoretical, right? Because in practice, it's very, very difficult, and I can't say that I get it.
So you don't
right
feel like you have
time.
the balance yet?
No. But I think that's part of it. I think part of it is understanding that you have life is life. It gets in the way. But it is important that you do try to keep, I suppose, compartmentalized aspects to your life. So, in no order of importance, you're correct. My ministerial portfolio, which is extremely demanding. My MP portfolio, that role is extremely demanding. Being a father to a teen and a preteen is extremely demanding because you have to deal with the Form 3s and you're picking subjects and you have to deal with the Standard 5 and he's sitting SEA while you have all the demands for your time. But besides that, you also have, I'm a partner to someone in my personal life.
Right.
I have my family relationships. And then you also have to find time apart from all of that for yourself and for your own mental health. So yeah, it is challenging, but it is the portfolio, and I suppose everybody has challenging jobs. Mine is a public one.
Right.
But I think everyday fathers find themselves in that work-life balance conundrum.
But do you, especially as your life is a public one, as your work is public, how do you compartmentalize and say, all right, I'm going to keep this part of my life private? Is that even possible?
I try to make it possible. I try when I am not fulfilling my ministerial role in particular, that I try to keep my life as ordinary as possible. It is always good when you have a teenage daughter because she is really good at keeping me real. So
she's keeping in check.
Correct. So there is no minister that.
Absolutely true.
Correct.
It's absolutely true.
She has no time for my job whatsoever. I am still dad who is sickening at times. Dad, you have crusty feet. Dad, look, your pair of socks for Father's Day. Although I've progressed now. I don't know if she's trying to tell me something but I've started to get alcohol now for Father's Day. Maybe she's trying to tell me something.
That's what I give my dad, because I never know what to buy. So I just alcohol, you can't go wrong with that.
Correct.
No, but I do have a question, Minister, because you mentioned all the roles that you have, and then I was just wondering if you have that support system behind you, because I think it's so important to have somebody to kind of help you maneuver all these different portfolios that you have.
It is, and I do, luckily. I don't know that every father has that, especially for all intents and purposes, single dads.
Yes,
But it is important to create that support system around you. I am lucky that I do have that. So yeah, without that, days would be a lot longer than now.
And what about the pandemic? Because of course we know the children were home during the pandemic. I mean, how did you manage that, and then doing all the other things that were pulling you in different directions?
That was a challenge, and I suppose I feel almost not silly, but you sit here and everybody had that.
Yeah.
Everybody had that. That was a reality for our lives, and in many ways, it still is a reality for a lot of us. But yeah, it was difficult, especially. I mean, my daughter spent a term and a half physically in school, and then went off online.
Yeah.
My son went through Standard 4 and Standard 5 online. I had to go into SCA. I understand the challenges fully, and like I said, I try to keep my life outside of the public eye very, very ordinary. So it was about waking up on a morning and making breakfast for everybody, going through that time, because I generally don't know what time I'm going to reach home.
Yeah.
So it's to try and find those little pockets of space to have your conversations with your children, keep involved in their lives, have them keep you in check so you could go and tweet about it. And I suppose part of it is also I enjoy laughing at myself.
Right.
So
It
I
makes it a
find
bit
it funny.
easier.
Yeah, you find the pockets of joy, and you find the funny things in life. Laughter helps you get through a lot of stuff.
Of course.
What would you say is one of the biggest challenges that you face so far as a father? Not even forget all the other posts and stuff that you have, but as a father, raising children in 2022.
Yeah.
What would you say one of the biggest challenges are for you?
I don't know if I would say there's a challenge, but I'll tell you what the biggest lesson is. The biggest lesson that I have learned is that your job as a parent is to prepare your children to go through the journey of life. But that journey of life is their own. So they have to go through that. You can't rewrite your own experiences through them. You can't right whatever wrongs you think you may have made or what have been done to you through them. You can't fulfill all the dreams that you wanted to have for yourself through them. Their journey is theirs and theirs alone. And sometimes you have to live and die in the moment, but all you can do is be there to support them and, of course, prepare them to make the best decisions possible. The problem with that is that good decisions are born out of experience, and experience is born out of bad decisions. So you have to see it through, and you have to live with it, and you have to allow them to
make bad decisions.
to hurt and to grow, and you just have to take that. And of course, I mean, my children don't listen, so they don't listen. And I don't think I'm the only parent who says that.
Children in general, I feel like that's a good plan.
My son thinks that I have no idea what the life he had to live.
And his life is a struggle, isn't it?
Oh, struggle. It can't be serious.
But Minister, I mean, of course, we have a presentation for you right now, and I'm actually going to call the CEO, Mr. David Roberts, who has a little surprise for you. So, Mr. Roberts, please.
What?
When you're big out here, you're large. Good morning, Mr. Roberts.
I thought he was bringing the improved package for you.
Good morning. Honourable Minister, on behalf of the Board of Directors, management, and all of the stakeholders here at TTT Limited, we're going to present you with this small but meaningful token of our appreciation as we celebrate Father's Day 2022.
Thank you so much, David.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I now want to make a presentation to Raucus.
Ooh.
You see, big bag for you, small bag for me.
So it goes, so it goes.
Such is life, such is
That's
life.
how it is. So on behalf of all of us here at TTT Limited, a very, very small but also very meaningful and significant token of our appreciation as we celebrate Father's Day 2022.
Thank you very much, sir.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, Minister. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And all the best with our balance you're trying to find there with the work life.
It's a living journey. It's a challenge, but we do it.
All right, we'll take a quick break and come back with more inside the Now Morning Show. Thank you so much, Minister. Thank you so much, Mr. Roberts, for joining us and for the package. I appreciate it. You coming back, Olia?